All right, so here he is, the #1 middleweight contender. He made himself undeniable, and tonight he gets a title shot. We shall see what he can do with it.
Yeah, he made himself undeniable. You know, nothing is ever guaranteed. Sometimes you got to do more. He just kept his head down. He kept working. Whoever they put in front of him, he beat them. And ultimately, he finds himself on the verge of a championship. The preparation has been thorough. The preparation has been very intense. And he feels like they have done everything necessary to become the champ tonight.
Now, most people would argue right now the UFC's 185-pound division has never been stronger, and a lot of people believe that this man is going to alter history by wresting the title away tonight. We shall see. Well, there's always a special feeling when Khamzat Chimaev makes the walk, whether at welterweight or at middleweight. This man has proven to be a real problem and really has lived up to all the hype and then some, dating to his 2020 UFC debut.
It's so hard for you to meet expectation, much less exceed it.
Right.
Khamzat Chimaev has exceeded the expectations set for him when he made his UFC debut. He has been nothing short of a buzzsaw, just going through guys at a rate that not anyone could have expected. What a fantastic fighter we get to watch every time we see Khamzat in the octagon.
And of course, many people harken back to the Gilbert Burns fight in 2022, the consensus fight of that year in which Chimaev was challenged and still rose to the occasion. We'll see how he fares tonight. Khamzat Chimaev, ready to make a statement here tonight. And now our tale of the tape for this middleweight championship fight. To get us started with the official introductions, we go inside to the veteran voice of the octagon. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC middleweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, the People's Champ, Tito Ortiz. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world, Khamzat Chimaev.
All right, Herb Dean, third man in the octagon for this one.
Ready. Good.
All right, so we get another look at Tito Ortiz here, and it's going to be interesting to see how he approaches this fight stylistically. A lot of advantages, at least on paper, for a prime Tito Ortiz coming in. Nice punch there by Chimaev. All right, so there's the early takedown. Pretty evident, DC, that he wants to get this fight to the ground, and he was certainly able to do so there.
He felt like he had a massive advantage in the wrestling, and if he attempted takedowns, he would secure him. Let's see what he does from this position. Scramble up.
Chimaev's in half guard. Well, he's on his back, but he's landing. All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
Oh, his opponent squirming like a fish out of water now. The ground and pound is on point. This could very well be the beginning of the end.
This could be the beginning of the end. We've seen some really good ground and pound fighters. This young man is as good as any we've ever seen.
Trying to pass the guard here, but a nice job by the bottom fighter defensively.
Bottom fighter did a fantastic job of following with his hips, making sure he blocked any attempt to get past his guard. Darce, yep, he's trying to hit a Darce here. That Darce choke is tight.
Oh, he's looking for the finish now.
Look at him fighting. He's not going to quit on the submission attempt.
Oh, submission defense on full display there.
He said that he was very aware of what this guy brought to the octagon and showed in that defense.
Close guard here. He's very comfortable here working off of his back, DC. 90 seconds now to go in round one. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground.
Keep working and give me those elbows.
30 seconds now to go in the round.
Stay tight.
Yep, got to be very careful there.
Final seconds of the round.
Using a lot of good movements.
Round two next.
Sit down. Take a drink, sit back, relax, and listen. Keep doing what you're doing. He's breaking. He's carrying all of your weight. That is great positioning, okay?
All right, so we now look back at some of the action from that previous round, DC. A lot of good highlights on both sides.
I mean, a lot of good highlights from both competitors. They both should be very proud of what they accomplished. But I'm telling you, man, I'm not sure they can keep this up. If they land at this clip for another 5 minutes, somebody's going to sleep.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Second round underway. There's the kick, it's blocked. Stuffs the tape. You go here. How about the speed with which he is able to just toss his opponent to the mat?
The moment they came close, he knows, I got a fire in my hip, load you up and throw you. That's exactly what he did.
Chimaev's in half guard.
I want you to get this fight to side control.
Great job being busy off of his back. Lands a beautiful strike from the bottom.
All right, he's hanging out inside the closed guard of his opponent here, DC. You got to be careful. Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Khamzat Chimaev. Man, he's killing it on the ground. Another strike gets through.
All right, take your time.
Really using his physicality to his advantage now.
He lifted up the neck and snuck his arm underneath to try to get a choke.
This is some exhausting work, man.
I mean, it is so tiring to be fighting in this way. So much wrestling, so much grappling, expending all this energy trying to hold the guy down. I mean, no takedown is not fought. No reversal is not fought. Everything they're doing is fought to the very last minute before it gets given up. This is where he wants to be.
I need you to get control of his wrists.
Just over 2 minutes now to go in round two. Postures. Oh, another huge ground strike landed by him there. How much more can one man take? Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Tito. These ground strikes really started to add up. There's another one. Side control now. Tito ground and pound from half guard.
Now he's going full mount. Great submission defense on display tonight.
20 seconds left to go in round 2. Seconds winding down in round 2. Chimaev's in half guard. All right, that's the end of round number 2.
Nice. Everything is going perfect. You're striking, looking beautiful. You're hurting this kid. You're hurting him. Just keep going with the ball.
All right, that's the end of the round as we show you some of the highlights over those 5 minutes. Really a clinic when it comes to the ground and pound.
Yeah, man, this is what you're taught. When you're learning to become a ground and pound fighter, you want to do it exactly like he did. Gain posture, have height, control hands and wrists. Land strikes, don't throw too many, throw just enough control, throw again, control. He did it perfect.
Ready, fight. Ready.
Here we go, 3rd round of this championship fight.
That left hook was nasty.
Nice straight right lands. Well, his wrestling has been a great equalizer thus far in his UFC career and gets the single leg takedown.
And you know that it's his shot. It's his shot of choice, a single leg takedown, and he's securing it, and he's doing it and scoring it over and over again. Gotta be careful here.
Oh, excellent pressure here from top position by Chimaev. Oh, big shots from the top.
Another ground and pound strike lands for this man. Nice shot there by the champ.
Ortiz is in half guard now.
Getting him out here.
Relentless pressure from the top by Khamzat Chimaev. Oh, you gotta love the ground and pound strikes here. And there it is, another strike on the ground, gets through.
He's gotta be careful here.
Moving his head on the ground here, avoiding a lot of these big shots. We have crossed the midpoint of this one. Oh, lands with the ground and pound strike. Again, not much defense there. Another ground strike gets through.
It's work, guys. Come on.
Ortiz is in half guard.
Oh, right into mount.
Man, this is some serious ground and pound. He's trying to put this dude's head like through the canvas.
He's one of the better ground and pound fighters we have in the entire UFC, and you're seeing why.
And busy as he looks to improve position here.
Oh.
Huge elbow!
Look at him attack that arm triangle on the opposite side. When it's time to finish, he will lock his hands, pass his body all the way to the opposite side, drop his chest to get out.
Oh, he got out!
He actually bridged, got his hips up in the air, used his momentum to take him back towards his opponent's feet, chest down to the mat to get out of that deep submission attempt.
Oh, reverses the position now. Outstanding work on the ground by Ortiz. Right inside his opponent's guard here, DC. You don't want to play around here too long.
No, you gotta either have 2 hands in or 2 hands out, or guys start to attack triangles.
Okay, listen. Everything you're doing is working. Your rhythm is great. Keep it up. Your hands are landing all the time. I want you to keep that head moving and that...
All right, let's look back at some of the action, DC. Your good friend Mark Coleman, the godfather of the ground and pound, would be proud.
He'd be very proud. He'd be very proud with the way that he showed his ability to use his ground and pound. He didn't waste any action. He did everything he needed to do. He was able to posture. He was able to control wrist. He did everything perfectly in his approach in that ground and pound sequence.
All right, here's round 4, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, here we go, 4th round of a possible 5. And this is the time where where fighters are really tested, right? Dig deep, lean on the heart. We'll see who has the upper hand.
You feel pretty good in round number 5. Round number 4 is the one that really does test the fighter. It really does test the mettle of the guy inside of the octagon.
Now he gets a more dominant position with the underhook.
Big double leg level change. That was a nice takedown, yes.
Oh, beautiful fight instinct there as he reverses position, and now he's got the dominant position.
He did a fantastic job recognizing, man, I have got to get on the offense. From bottom to top to dominant position. What a great job.
Stay relaxed.
Oh, he got to the spot.
Just over 3 minutes to go.
I'm standing this up. You need to work.
Oh, that's how you do it. Postures up and lands to the head. Tito's in half guard. Lands with the ground and pound. All right, so pretty good damage here with the ground and pound. Nothing superficial about these strikes. They are intending to harm.
Oh, yeah, he's landing very accurately, and he's landing to get damage off. The hard ground and pound is paying dividends. He has opened up a cut. Beautiful jab there by the champ.
All right, working inside his opponent's guard here.
You cannot sit in these jiu-jitsu guys.
Oh, guillotine choke would appear to be locked in. Yes, it is. Oh, somehow he gets out. Fantastic submission D.
Great job finding his shots from the top position.
Chimaev's back in full mount.
He's very accurate in the ground and pound, and it's showing because he's landing so consistently.
Continuing to stay busy here on the ground.
That was nice.
All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. Really good job to land these strikes from top position. 10 seconds to go in round 4.
Oh, good defense, yes.
Another ground and pound strike lands. 20 minutes down, 5 to go. All right, so that's the end of the round. Pretty significant damage done in that round. Cut on the cheek, sustained there from that strike. Now the cut man's got to get in there and close that thing up. Better to be below the eye than above it, sure. But nonetheless, this could be a factor now moving forward. All right, we'll re-rack some replays from the previous round as they attend to that pretty nasty cut in his eye area.
You got to lock in defensively, man. You cannot be out there just fighting. His opponent is too high level to try to fight him with his ego. Now he's dealing with a nasty cut over his eye. Why do you need another thing to manage when you already got one of the best fighters in the world in front of you?
Ready.
Fifth and final round. Nice punch there by Chimaev.
Attack that cut. Let's go. Get it.
Oh, tags him with the overhand. Chimaev's now stance.
Wow.
All right, hip toss, and he is able to take him down. Beautiful execution there.
Great job knowing exactly what he wanted. Moving the position left and stepping in with that right leg to load his opponent and flipping him through. Great moves. We love the big moves. We're very excited.
Champ, look at that redness underneath his elbow. A lot of those strikes to the body starting to pile up.
Getting beat up and being smart enough to not be headhunting the entire time. I like this. I like this approach.
Well, he's got his back now. Thought about a choke, instead flattens him out. And now he's got a lot of options offensively, champ.
Yeah, he's got all the options available to him. Now he just has to get all that hip pressure into his opponent's back and just start raining down ground and pound.
And if you're the bottom fighter, better start intelligently defending yourself. All right, so now blood is a factor. You see that he has been opened up in that eye area.
Yeah, he's got hit in the eye, and now there's a cut. But it's nothing to worry about too much now. But he's got to be very careful with it as we go forward.
Back mount now. Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Khamzat Chimaev. Oh, staying busy from top position. He lands another ground strike there.
Big right hook there by the champ.
Pretty good work with the strikes here off of his back by Tito.
He's doing a really good job putting himself in position.
Oh, he's got his back. All right, close guard now. You got to be careful, though. He's got a lot of submissions off his back.
He passed the half guard.
Continuing to work out of the half guard. Chimaev's right back to the full mount.
Keep the pressure going on that ground game. Let's go.
Oh, he's got to be careful there, yep.
20 seconds left. Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Chimaev.
Hey, stop.
The official decision is in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. The judges score the contest 49-46, 49-45, and 49-45. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, and still the undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world, Khamzat Chimaev.
All right, so the welterweight cut, never seemingly an easy one for Khamzat Chimaev, but certainly no issues on fight night. He goes the distance and gets it done by way of decision.
I mean, we saw it, right? We saw it.